Welcome to my podcast. Today I'll be making predictions on the NBA All-Star Game roster, and I'll be updating you on NBA standings. These are predictions on the NBA All-Star Game rosters. Team LeBron: Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Paul George, Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, Blake Griffin, Bradley Beal, Karl Anthony Towns, Kyle Lowry, Dwayne Wade, Nikola Vucevic. Team Giannis: Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Joel Embiid, Kemba Walker, Nikola Jokic, Klay Thompson, Russell Westbrook, Ben Simmons, Khris Middleton, Lamarcus Aldridge, DeAngelo Russell, Dirk Nowitzki. This is an update on the NBA standings. First in the Eastern Conference are the Milwaukee Bucks, followed by the Toronto Raptors, who are 1.5 games behind, then the Philadelphia 76ers, who are 4 games behind, the Indiana Pacers are in 4th, they are 5.5 games behind, the Boston Celtics are in 5th, they are also 5.5 games behind, the Brooklyn Nets are in 6th, they are 10.5 games behind, the Miami Heat are in 7th, they are 12.5 games behind, and the Charlotte Hornets are in 8th place in the Eastern Conference. They have the final playoff spot in the East. The Detroit Pistons are in 9th place and are 2 games behind the Charlotte Hornets for the final playoff spot in the East. The Washington Wizards are in 10th place. They are 2.5 games behind the Charlotte Hornets for the final playoff spot in the East. The Orlando Magic are in 11th place, followed by the Atlanta Hawks in 12th place, then the Chicago Bulls in 13th place, then the Cleveland Cavaliers are in 14th, and in last place in the Eastern Conference are the New York Knicks. In first place in the Western Conference are the Golden State Warriors, followed by the Denver Nuggets, who are 0.5 games behind, then the OKC Thunder, who are 3.5 games behind. The Portland Trail Blazers are in 4th place, they are 4.5 games behind. The San Antonio Spurs are in 5th, they are 6 games behind. The Houston Rockets are in 6th, they are 6.5 games behind. The Utah Jazz are in 7th, they are 7.5 games behind, and the LA Clippers hold the final playoff spot in the Western Conference. The LA Lakers are in 9th place. They are 1 game behind the LA Clippers for the final playoff spot in the Western Conference. The Sacramento Kings are in 10th place. They are 1.5 games behind the LA Clippers for the final playoff spot in the West. The Minnesota Timberwolves are in 11th place. They are 2.5 games behind the LA Clippers for the final playoff spot in the West. In 12th place are the Dallas Mavericks, in 13th place are the New Orleans Pelicans, 14th Memphis Grizzlies, and last place in the Western Conference are the Phoenix Suns. On my next podcast, I'll be talking about the final NBA All-Star Game rosters and the NBA skills competition.